dear students, good morning to everyone. In previous lecture, we have discussed what is estimating and costing, purposes of estimating and costing, different requirement for an estimate, and we have enlisted the types of estimate. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss the types of estimate in details. So one by one, we will take types of estimate. First, preliminary estimate, or so it is also called as approximate or abstract or rough cost estimate. This type of estimate required for preliminary studies of various aspects of work or project to decide the financial position and policy for administrative sanction by competent administrative authority. Financial position means, as we know, the primary object of an estimate is to enable one to know the total cost of the work or project, so that financial position decide whether the fund is available or not for the completion of project. Similarly, the various aspect means necessity of project, utility of project, feasibility of project, and most important is availability of fund. So in case of commercial projects such as irrigation projects, residential building project, and similar project which earn revenue income, and the probable income may be worked out from the preliminary estimate, and the approximate cost may be known, and then it may be seen whether the investment on the project is justified or not. While undertaking any of the project, government think that the revenue from the project, that is benefit cost ratio. If the benefit cost ratio is more than 1, in that case government undertaking that project, and before that this type of estimate is carried out, and approximate estimate is prepared from the practical knowledge and cost of the similar work, so that the estimate may be prepared approximately as a preliminary estimate by various methods without going into detail of the different item of work to know the approximate cost or rough cost. Plinth area estimate, cube rate estimate, and approximate quantity estimate, these are the subtype of the preliminary estimate. So we will separately discuss these subtypes in detail separately. If we want to carry out preliminary estimate, we will take an example. To calculate approximate estimate for a hospital, per bed cost is calculated from the recent completed hospital and then multiplied with the number of beds required, so that we will come to know the approximate estimate of that hospital. Similarly, for a house, per square meter plinth area is calculated and then multiplied with the proposed covered area, and for that the specification should be same. Similarly, for a road, expenditure of per kilometer length is taken, and in that case the width play the important role. So in this way we will do the preliminary estimate. The following documents should be attached with the preliminary estimate, that is, number 1, detailed report, second, site plan of the proposal, third, it should also clearly mention about the acquisition of land, provision of electric and water supply, etc. So this document should be attached with the preliminary estimate.
plinth area estimate. This estimate is a preliminary estimate or approximate estimate. This type of estimate prepared on the basis of plinth area of building. Plinth area of building means length into breadth of that building, and in that only roof portion is included and plinth offsets are excluded. The rate is decided by similar building having similar specification, height and construction in the same locality. The estimates are prepared on the basis of plinth area of the various buildings proposed to be constructed. The rates are being arrived at the dividing the total cost of the similar construction with its plinth area. For example, if total cost of building is 5 lakh and its plinth area is 50 square meter, then plinth area rate is equal to total cost of building divided by plinth area, that is 5 lakh divided by 50, which gives the rate per square meter, that is 10,000 per square meter. So using this rate as a basis of the next construction, approximate or rough cost of the proposal can be arrived at by multiplying the plinth area of the proposed building with this plinth area rate. So we will take one example. If you want to construct 40 square meter plinth area of a building, as we know the rate per square meter is 10,000. So we have to construct 40 square meter area multiply by this rate 10,000. So this give the total cost of the building, that is 4 lakh. So in this way we can calculate the total cost of building by using the plinth area method. The following documents are attached with the estimate. Number 1, line plan with brief specifications, and second one, cost of various services added, that is electric and water supply, etc. So this is about plinth area estimate. Third, cubic content estimate, or it is also called as cube rate estimate. This estimate is a preliminary estimate or approximate estimate. The cubic content of a building means plinth area into height of building. In plinth area estimate, we take plinth area is nothing but length into breadth of building, and in that only roof portion is considered and plinth offset are excluded. So in this cubic content we have to take plinth area into height of the building. The height is taken from top of the floor level to top of roof. As per the IS 3861, the foundation and plinth and parapet above the roof are not taken into account while finding cubical content. The cubic content of proposed building are multiplied with cubic rate arrived at for similar construction, that is total cost of construction divided by cubic contents, which gives the cost per cubic meter. For example, the approximate cost of building of cubic content of 500 cubic meter at the rate 500 per cubic meter comes to 2,50,000. So if we want to construct a building having volume of 500 cubic meter, so this is the total volume of building, and we know the rate per cubic volume, the rate per cubic meter, that is 500. So we multiply this rate into volume of building. So it will give 2,50,000. So in this way, we will calculate the total cost of building by using cubic content estimate. The following documents are attached with the estimate, that is, first, line plan with the brief specification, and second one, cost of various services added, that is, electric and water supply, etc. So this is about the cubic content estimate or cube rate estimate. Fourth, approximate quantity estimate. In this method of estimate, approximate total length of wall is found in running meter, and this length multiplied by the rate per running meter of wall gives a fairly accurate cost. So in plinth area method, we have to take the length and width of the building, and only roof portion will consider. In cubic content method, we take volume, that is length into breadth into height of the building. But in this method, we have to take the total length of wall in running meter. For this method, the structure is divided into two parts, that is foundation including plinth, and second, superstructure. The running meter cost for foundation and superstructure should be calculated first, and this running meter rate should be multiplied by the proposed total length of wall. So to find the running meter rate for foundation, the approximate quantities of atoms such as excavation, foundation, brickwork up to the plinth, and DPC, etc. are calculated per running meter, and by multiplying the rate we'll get the total cost. Similarly, for superstructure, the rate per running meter is determined from the approximate quantities of brickwork, woodwork, roof, floor finishing, etc. And in this way, we will get the approximate quantity estimate. For this method, the plan or line plan of superstructure should be available. So this is about the approximate quantity estimate. Fifth, detail estimate or atom rate estimate. Detail estimate is prepared for the technical sanction by the competent authority for arranging contract and for the execution of the work. So detail estimate is an accurate estimate and consists of working out quantities of each item of work and working cost. The dimensions, length, breadth, and height of each item are taken out correctly from the drawing, and quantities of each item are calculated. So in this type of estimate, we will calculate the quantities of each item of work and its working cost, and we will get fairly accurate estimate. So detail estimate is prepared in two stages. First, detail of measurement and calculation of quantities, and second one, abstract of estimated cost. So let's take first stage, that is detail of measurement and calculation of quantities. So in this stage, the details of measurement of each atom of work are taken out correctly from the plan and drawing, and the quantities under each atom are computed or calculated in tabular form named as details of measurement form or details of measurement sheet. In the measurement sheet, there are number of columns are there, such as serial number for taking the serial number. Second one, description or particular. In this column, we have to write the name of item of work, such as brickwork, concrete work, plaster, etc. Means in that column, we have to put the particular or description of a particular item of work. Next one, numbers, means how much number of quantity is there. After that, next column of length, breadth, height or depth, and second last quantity, and last one is remark. So these are the columns which are present in the measurement sheet or measurement form. Second stage, that is abstract of estimated cost. The cost under item of work is calculated from the quantities already computed as a workable rate, and the total cost is worked out in the prescribed form, that is abstract form. So in first stage, we calculate the quantities of atom of work separately, and in this stage we take that quantity already computed at a workable rate and will get the total cost of the work. A percentage of 3 to 5% is added for contingencies to allow for PT work expenditure, unforeseen expenditure, and changes in design, changes in rates, etc. A percentage of 3 to 5% is added for contingencies to allow for PT work expenditure, unforeseen expenditure, changes in design, and changes in rates, etc., which may occur during the execution of work. So what is the contingencies? So contingencies indicates incidental expenses of miscellaneous character which cannot be classified under any distinct item of subhead. So that is called as the contingencies. A percentage of 1.5% to 2% is also added to meet the expenditure of work charge establishment. So work charge establishment is the establishment which is charged to work directly. During the construction of building or a project, a certain number of work supervisor, chowkidar, etc. are required to be employed, and their salaries are paid from the amount of work charge establishment, so that it is provided in the estimate. In the stage of abstract of estimated cost, we have to calculate the total amount of project. So in this stage, we have to fill the abstract form having the various columns, that is serial number, description or particular, quantity, unit, rate and amount. So detail estimate is prepared for technical sanction from the competent authority for arranging the contract and execution of work. So this is about the detail estimate or item rate estimate. 6. Revise estimate. Revise estimate is a detail estimate and is required to prepare under any of the following circumstances or conditions. So number 1, when the original sanction estimate is exceeded or likely to exceed by more than 5%. Second, when the expenditure on the work exceed or likely to exceed the amount of administrative sanction by more than 10%. And third one, when there is a material deviation from the original proposal. If any one of the condition or circumstances will occur during the execution of the project, a revised estimate is prepared. The revised estimate should be accompanied by a comparative statement showing the variation of each item of work, its quantity, rate, and cost under the original and revised side by side. The excess or saving and reason for the variation have to mention. So this is about the revised estimate. 7th, supplementary estimate. This is a fresh detail estimate in addition to original sanction estimate prepared when additional work are deemed necessary for further development is required during the progress of work to the supplement to the original work. So after the sanctioning of an estimate, if we want to do the additional work or provision for the further development during the progress of work or project, supplementary estimate is prepared. And the abstract should show the amount of the original sanction estimate as well as the supplementary amount for which sanction is required. So this is about the supplementary estimate. 8th, supplementary and revised estimate. So it is a combination of supplementary estimate and revised estimate. When a work is partially abandoned due to some reason and estimated cost of the remaining work is less than 95% of the original work, that is less than 95% of the original sanction estimate, or when there is a material deviation and changes in design which may cause substantial saving in the estimate, then the amount of original estimate is revised by the competent authority. A supplementary and revised estimate is then prepared and fresh technical sanction of the competent authority is obtained. If at any time, either before or during the execution of work, it is found that the original estimate is excessive, then divisional officer may sanction a revised estimate of a reduced amount. While giving such sanction, the accountant general and other higher authorities are informed. 9. Annual repair or maintenance estimate. Annual repair or maintenance estimate is a detailed estimate and is prepared to maintain the structure or work in proper order and safe condition.
In order to keep building and roads in perfect condition, annual repairs should be carried out. For building, this includes whitewashing, color washing, painting, minor repairs, etc. And for road work, the annual repair estimate provides for patch repairing, renewals, repairs of bridge and culverts, etc. So this is about the annual repair or maintenance estimate.